Apparently YouTube really wants me to talk specifically about Roblox games because this is the craziest view discrepancy I've ever seen in my life. So in order to appease the almighty algorithm gods, I started playing Deepwoken again. The last time I played Deepwoken was at least a year ago, so anyone who's played the game recently can probably imagine how surprised I was when I found out about some of the new quality of life features. For one thing, getting from island to island is so much easier now. They finally added a map which makes getting around less of a headache, but the real change they implemented was making the boats move fast as fuck. I don't know whose idea this was, but whoever they are, they need a raise. Getting from one island to the next doesn't feel like a massive pain in the ass anymore because you can actually see where you are on the map and you don't move slower than a limp dick snail. The only origin I actually remembered how to get was Lone Warrior. If this video does well, maybe I'll make a couple builds and try out the different origins, but at least for now I needed to do the trial of one and try and do damage control on my raging skill issue. This was definitely the right call because during my first trial attempt, this happened.
6 vitality, 6 proficiency. And maybe some erudition and if you're feeling zesty. Although, once again, that was a year ago, they might have changed them. I don't know if they made them more viable.
What the fuck? I'm actually getting pieced up by a Sharko at the moment.
Ah, team.
I literally just died to the Sharko. Once I recovered from the crippling self-hatred I felt after dying to a fucking Sharko, I went back into the trial to try and redeem myself. On the way in, I noticed another awesome quality of life change that the devs have implemented since I left. There are new gear cabinets in the trial and scattered around the map that allow you to purchase training gear without having to travel to an antiquarian. While I demonstrate just how bad at the game I am, I'd like to talk about how cool the Trial of 1 is as a mechanic. The Trial of 1 is only accessible to you at level 1. It consists of a series of challenges where you have to fight enemies that increase in difficulty. What makes this such a genius game mechanic, in my opinion, is that it both gives you a way to level up early on and provides you with a relatively low-risk scenario where you can practice fighting a lot of the monsters you'll encounter later on in the game. For example, one of the later trials in the game is the Enforcer. The Enforcer is the boss you have to fight in order to escape the depths and not get your progress wiped at higher levels. Having a place where you can practice fighting important monsters like the Enforcer is a really cool game design decision that the devs made. There are a couple problems I have with the trial though. The first one is more of a personal gripe than an issue I have with gameplay. I hate the fucking Angel trial. These pieces of shit with wings are some of the most annoying things I have ever had the displeasure of encountering in the game. They just spin around you in circles and attack one at a time and then back out and then combo attack, and they're just annoying, hard to hit, do a shit ton of damage for absolutely no reason, and I fucking hate them with a passion. The second issue I have with the trial is the final trial, where you fight a black Sharko with a small health pool while getting attacked by floating orbs. This trial is really stupid. Depending on how the Sharko's attacks line up in relation to the orbs, you either immediately murder the Sharko in 3 seconds, or your health bar evaporates. I don't understand why they didn't make the final trial something like an owl or a squibbo. These would let you learn how to fight another important monster and wouldn't be a toss-up between trivial and fucking impossible. After I finished the trial of 1, I went up to the Crypt of the Unbroken, or I tried to. I'm not gonna lie, it took me an embarrassing amount of time to climb this icicle.
Observation safety. I don't have those. Wait, how many butterfly talents are there?
Oh god. That ministry man falls on me, I'm gonna be upset. Am I still on the wrong fucking icicle? Or am I just stupid?
You're stupid.
Oh, I am stupid. I just had to roll. Even after I scaled the icicle, the guards at the crypt were a lot stronger than I remembered.
Where is your IO?
Why is the— aren't the red ones spooky?
Yeah. They're the gay ones.
Oh my god, I can tell. Oh my god, I can tell.
Oh!
All day
I'm
one
okay.
combo.
Yeah, damn.
Let's
Yeah, I would
just-
skedaddle if I were you. I'm not going to lie.
One of the things I really enjoy about how Deepwoken handles progression is that there's almost no level locking. Anyone who is skilled enough to fight powerful enemies at low levels is able to do so and level up faster. This allows people with a lot of experience to skip a lot of the more repetitive grinding present in the game while also not completely gatekeeping the game for new players. People who have played the game before can do Trial of One and go to the crypt and to level up quickly, while newer players can learn the basics by progressing in lower Arisia and by fighting more simple enemies like golems. The only problem I have with this form of progression is that not a lot of the ways to level up faster are explained very well. As a new player, you wake up in an inn at Etris and some guide tells you to head over to Arisia to get stronger. For basically everything else, you're pretty much on your own unless you use a third-party site. This, in my opinion, is where Deepwoken is most lacking. They have some brilliant mechanics, progression, and features. The only problem is a lot of people will never find them because they are never explained in the game, which I think is unfortunate. After the near-death encounter I had with the guards the first time, I went and healed up before going back to the crypt and getting up to level 11 after only a few close calls, which, in my book, is a success. Something that I have to talk about is Deepwoken's soundtrack. A game having its own soundtrack is extremely rare on the platform, and Deepwoken's is phenomenal. Having a soundtrack on the scale and of the quality of Deepwoken's when the game is only $5 is commendable and something that you don't see often. I'm just gonna play pieces of a few tracks in case you've never listened to them. I'll also leave a link to the Naktigonis YouTube channel in the description so you can listen to the tracks yourself. But anyways, where I stopped playing for the night. Overall, I had a lot more fun than I thought I would with Deepwoken. I stopped playing a while ago because I found the grind to be long and repetitive, and a lot of the features to be unintuitive and annoying. But now that I've tried it again more recently, I can confidently say that Deepwoken is worth playing, and if you've never played the game or quit, now is a pretty good time to jump in and try it out. The multitude of quality of life changes, the new content which allows for more diverse build making, and consistent balance patches all contribute to making Deepwoken one of the best games on the platform. Really quick thing before I end the video. I'll definitely make a follow-up video on world events and different origins if this video does well. I'm a little bit washed and couldn't get to level 20 to test any of them out. Also, I posted a few clip dumps of me and my friends playing Helldivers 2 in the Quarry because I didn't really have time to record voiceover for the past few days and they didn't do super well. In my very biased personal opinion, I think the videos are pretty funny, so if you like this video or my Jujutsu Infinite vs Titan Warfare video and have a little extra time, I'd really appreciate it if you check them out. Anyways, that's all. Peace.